Welcome to Novel and Nosh, where books, food, travel, and the art of living fully come together. Today, I want to share with you 7 poolside reads that you can enjoy this summer. So when we think of poolside reads, we are thinking about those books that don't demand your full attention. You want to think if you need to watch children in the pool, or if you want to go take a dip in the pool yourself, you can come back to the storyline and you're not having to try to refigure things out. You don't want a full cast of characters or too much plot that makes it difficult to come in and out of the storyline. It's also a book that has really good pacing. You can move quickly through the story, and it's not so much about lingering over the sentences. So you're not looking at real literary fiction novels. These are going to be more of a fast-paced read. The first one I am sharing with you is Behind Closed Doors by B.A. Paris, and this is a popcorn thriller. This is definitely one that is going to have you wanting to consume it as quickly as possible. It has short little chapters so that you can move quickly and you keep thinking like, I'll just read one more chapter before I take a dip in a pool, that type of read. It is where Jack and Grace are inseparable. They are newlyweds. They are living the perfect life, but you never see Grace without Jack. So people in the community, in the neighborhood, are starting to wonder what exactly is occurring behind closed doors. This was a great one. I don't want to say that it's surprising in any way, but it was just a fun one to get consumed in the summer. The second one I want to share with you is Sandwich by Catherine Newman. This was all over a couple of years ago, and I do want to preface this that if you are not in midlife, you may not enjoy this book. This is definitely a book that you need to read at a specific point in your life, because you aren't going to understand the hormonal roller coaster that occurs during this menopausal, perimenopause phase. So don't even bother picking it up because it's just not going to resonate with you. This was such a fun one. It is a very short, quick, fast-paced read about Rocky. She is going to be staying in a home in Cape Cod where she is spending time with her children, her grown children, and her elderly parents, and just kind of what life is like when you are in this sandwich stage. I loved it. I laughed because I could see myself on the page so much within this book. Even if you can't see yourself on the page, you will also be one, because there's times where I'm like, I could see myself acting like this. Not that I would act like this, but I feel like I want to act like this right now. So it is a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. I am going to let you know that I'm not a big person. Like, I'm pretty like run middle of the line with politics. I do not like when someone pushes their politics on me in a book. I just don't understand it. I think as long as it's within the plot, it's okay. This one kind of had conversations that I just didn't think were part of the book, and I thought they were really unnecessary, and I just do not like it when authors do that. I don't care what your politics are. That's not why I'm personally reading your book or not reading your book. So it's just a personal thing for me, and it doesn't matter who people are supporting. I don't care, and I don't honestly want to know. So that was one little thing that just kind of rubbed me, because it didn't feel like it was a part of the book, but she wanted to make it very clear which side of the political agenda she stood on. Still loved it, still gave it 4 stars, still think it is a great one to read, and would highly recommend it. The next book is The Lido by Libby Page, and I adored this book. There are not a lot of books out there with an older female main character, and this one was beautiful. This is about Rosemary. Rosemary lives in this small London town, and everything is changing around her. Her husband has passed away. The library that she's worked at has closed. The restaurant that she used to go to is now some trendy bar. And the Lido, which is a small community pool, is getting ready to close. because a developer has come into town and wants to purchase the land and turn it into something new and extravagant. And a young journalist comes to town, and she's going to get the story of the Lido, and she finds Rosemary. And you get to hear about how Rosemary met her husband at the Lido and their relationship over the years. And it is so heartwarming. I absolutely loved it. I think it is just the best book to read by the pool, because this community pool is on the risk of closing, and all of the stories that are hidden within this pool and this town are possibly at risk as well. I absolutely loved it and just find it to be one of those feel-good books about friendships and about unlikely relationships. Happy Place by Emily Henry is another one that is a poolside read. I mean, who doesn't want to be by the pool with this and some cute cocktail? It's like the perfect summery look, and it's a fun one to enjoy. Harriet and Wynne have always been a couple. They've always gone together like salt and pepper, and they are going on their yearly vacation with their friends. The thing that people don't know is that Harriet and Wynne broke up. They have yet to tell their friends because they know that their friends would be devastated to hear this. So when they go to this Maine cottage, they don't tell their friends that they've broken up. So they have to pretend that they're still together, staying in the same room. And you know what's going to happen from here because it is a romance. It is a lot of fun. And I just think this is pure perfection to read by the pool. The next one is My Sister, the Serial Killer. This was popular a few years ago, and it is a lot of fun as well. This is a book that you cannot take too seriously. It is nice and short, and it is a lot of fun. It's kind of like a black comedy, and it is just a good time. Ayula and Kareed are sisters, and Ayula is like the perfect daughter. She's beautiful. She's the favorite child, but for some reason, her boyfriends end up dying. Kareed always has to come in and help fix the situation, and it's about their sisterly love. It is where Kareed has her eye on someone, but that someone asks for Ayula's number and what is going to happen and how she's going to protect him from Ayula and what she's willing to do for her sister. It is a lot of fun. Like I said, don't take this too seriously. It's just supposed to be a fun read and perfect for that day by the pool. The next book is Never Have I Ever by Jocelyn Jackson. And this is a story, it's one of those fast-paced thrillers. It's a story about Amy. She lives in this cookie-cutter neighborhood, has, all her friends, runs a book club, is a diving instructor, and has the perfect family life. Everything's going great until one day this woman, Rue, shows up, and she is just a little sultry, a little on edge, just a little bit different. And Amy's trying to figure it out exactly who she is and what she knows. And this woman knows something about Amy's past that she does not want these people in this community knowing. So it is this little relationship, this cat and mouse situation where one's trying to pull the information out of her in a fun way just to try to get her, while Amy's trying to keep everything closed up. It's a lot of fun. Honestly, I can't even remember what the twist is in this, but I remember I loved it. I think I had given this 4 stars. But it is a fun one. I'm probably going to have to pick it back up again because I don't remember. But I think it's just one of those popcorn thrillers, again, that you have to read and find out what happens. And again, another one that's perfect for the pool. And the last book that I'm recommending, I no longer have because I lent it to a friend, is Do Not Become Alarmed by Maile Malloy. And this is a family going on holiday. They are going off on a cruise. They end up meeting another couple there. These both families have children ranging from about 6 to 11 years old, and they end up going to Central America on this cruise ship. They end up getting off the cruise. Different things start to occur where it ends up separating the kids from the parents. So this is like everybody's worst nightmare. And I would definitely say that I don't like reading books like this normally, because this is a fear that, I always have, even though now my kids are all almost adults. But this one I was able to read because it goes back and forth between the parents, so two sets of parents, and then the kids. So you're always in the eyes of the kids as well. You can always see what's happening, even if it's something that is terrifying and dangerous and bad. But you still are there with them. So you still can kind of see what's going on, because obviously, like that, I could not listen to just the parent side because I would be terrified. The unknowns are like the scariest part of these types of situations. So the fact that we're hearing still from these kids with what they're going through and how they're handling certain situations, it helps. This is definitely like this fast-paced thriller. You want to know, oh my goodness, what are these kids going to do? What is going to happen with the parents? Are the parents and the children ever going to come back together? Like, this is that constant feeling of like, I have to get to the end because I got to know what's happened to these families. Great, fun. I wouldn't say fun, propulsive. There, that's the word I'm going to use. It's not a fun read. It is a propulsive read that will keep you turning the pages because you need to know what is going to happen. I loved it. I thought it was a great book. And I, again, think that you would enjoy it as well. Those are the 7 books that I am recommending for you to read by the pool. Let me know, what are some books that you enjoy reading by the pool, or what are you picking up this summer? And I am also going to be doing some beach reads as well, which are a little bit maybe more literal fiction. You might want to get lost in them a little bit more than the books that you would probably read by the pool. Let me know, did you enjoy? Have you read any of these books? If you did, let me know if you like them in the comments below. Also, make sure to like and subscribe if you want to hear other summer reads. And then let me know what books you are picking up to read poolside.